กายที่เธอมองเห็นว่างามสุดท้ายความเสื่อมทรามจะมาพรากไปร่วงโรยลงในสายทานยามการเวลาหมุนไปชีวิตต้องแตกสลายไม่มีเที่ยงแท้ผมเส้นงามถึงคราวร่วงไปแขนขาที่เคยว่องไวกลับไร้เรี่ยวแรงโรคภัยเฝ้าคอยคุกคามติดตามไปในทุกแห่งเกิดแก่เจ็บตายสำแดงเป็นธรรมดาหากเธอมองทุกการเกิดมาที่มีอย่างลึกซึ้ง
Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to the class. Sit down. Okay, sit down. Not be able to turn on the microphone. That's all right. Good afternoon to everyone. We have to wait some of the time for a few more minutes. Good afternoon, Benar Solan.
Yeah, good afternoon, teacher.
Good to see you, Ali.
Yeah.
We have to wait some of the time for a few more minutes, okay? Do you have anything to say? There's waiting the friend.
Yes, yeah, I have a presentation, teacher.
Oh, okay. Hand over to you.
Yeah, I want to talk about the topic Mangala Sutta.
Mangala Sutta.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can start from now.
Yeah. So.
If you are ready, then you can talk.
Yeah.
Good.
The Mahamangala Sutta. The great discourse of the blessing is one of the most popular Buddhist sutta in the Anathapindika part. Then in the door of the night, a radiant Deva illuminate or Jetagrowth, she bowed down and low before the blessed one, then standing to one side and asked about the way to high heart's blessing. Buddha stated that the higher blessing comes from avoiding faults and associating with the wise. Asevana Japalanang Benitanang Jasevana, particularly critical to our spiritual progress, is our selection of friends and companions who can help the most desire impart upon our person destiny. It is because he precise and susceptible our mind can be to influence our companions that the Buddha repeatedly stressed and words of good friendship. Kalyanamitta. In the spiritual life, the Buddha stated that he sees no other thing that is so much responsible for the rising of unwholesome qualities in a person but friendship. Nothing so helpful for arising of wholesome quality, good friendship. When we read the question how to recognize good friend, how to distinguish good advisor from bad advisor, the Buddha offers us clearly advice. He plans the difference between the companionships, the other bad person, the companionships of the good person, the bad person chose friend and companion those who are without pay and who conduct is marked by absence of shame and moral dread. Who has no knowledge of the spiritual teachings, who are lazy and unmindful, and who are devoid of wisdom as a consequence of the choosing such bad friends. His advisors, the bad person, plan an action for his own harm, for the harm of others and the harm of both, and he meets with sorrow and misery. I finish. Thank you, teacher, and all my classmates listening presentation.
Thank you. What is your name, your topic?
Yeah,
Okay.
I topic Lamso teacher, Lamso.
Lamso, and your topic's about the first Asivana, right?
Yeah, I say wanna. Yeah.
Good. Thank you very much for your presentation. Share our knowledge to the friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, some of the friends also now come to join. About 17 members are joining now, and probably there will be some more to come to join. And if anyone ready to come up for this moment, you can start. And if run out of someone to talk, then I'll go on with the topic that we have been studying last week about the Pausatyancha Sipancha Vinayocha Subsikito Supasita Jaya Vacha Etam Mangalam Uttaman, that we still need to go on with that topics again for the third G or for the third Kata. Now we have been from the first Kata about the Asivana Japalana Panditan and Jasevana Pucha Puchanayaram. The second Kata is about Patirupate Vasocha Pupe Kata Punyata Pupe Kata Punyata Tasamma Paniticha. That for the second kata, and the third kata is about Satyancha, Sipancha, Vinayocha, Subsikito, Supasita, Jaya Vacha for today. Good afternoon to everyone once again. Parit's coming.
Teacher.
Natcha is coming. Yes, good afternoon, sir. Rachu is coming. Solam already have listened something. So Patak Sutyada is coming, but she have mentioned that she not be able to turn on microphone today. I don't know what happened. Maybe due to the update. Okay, anyone want to have some more presentation?
Teacher, presentation.
Yes, Venerable Tundra.
Tundra, yes.
Okay, what your topic going to present?
Yes. Buddha Loga Dhamma Satan Yada Nakambati. Arosan Widdazan Kima.
Okay. Are you ready?
Ready?
Okay, please go on.
ID number 3131, teacher.
3131. Okay.
Good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, my class. Today I want to talk about Buddha Loga Dhamma Satan Yada Nakambati. Arosan Widdazan Kima. Mind ways done not waver test by only condition insufficient from lights are H in number, gain and pain and disagree price and plane and pressure and pain. Why ordinary people rest the transcend they reaches and Hitler Noble One and especially Arahant are not shaken by either of the heads. We as ordinary people share to develop more abandonment to horse. Gain and law and so on. Asokan Widdison came and review of an Arahant with describe the mental state of fully library one. The mind of a person is unique free from disturbance, beauty, pain of passion and fitness with social it is sense and sway without the certain of desire and the way of the holy Buddhist Loga Dhamma. Do not sway him. He instantly witnessing best and attest by the painful and sorrowful Dhamma of life going on us alone. Thank you so much.
That Buddha Saloka Dhamme Chittam Jasana Kampati Asokam, right?
Right?
Okay. This is the almost the end of the Mangala Sutta.
Yes.
Very good. Buddha Saloka Dhamme Chittam Jasana Kampati Asokam Virajam Kemang Etam Mangkala Muttamang Jasana Kampati Asokam Virachang Kemang Etam Mangkala. Good. Very good. That means you have studied forward about the Mangala Sutta or auspiciousness up to almost the end of the Mangala Sutta. Very good. Anyone ready for the next speech, for the presentation? If
Yes.
anyone ready, please show on.
Yes, I would like to talk, Chair.
Your name, number, sir, ID?
Yes, my name Leader One. Last my ID 69, teacher.
69.
Yes.
What are two? 30 or 31?
30, teacher.
3069. Okay.
Yes, teacher. Leader One. Okay.
Leader One.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, I ready, teacher.
Okay. Go on. Oh, your topic? How about your topic?
My topic, Mata Pito Upatanang, teacher.
Mata Pito Upatanang. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Good afternoon, teacher, and everyone. Today, I would like to talk a little bit about Mangala Sutta, and the topic today is Mata Pito Upatanang. As we know, Mangala is happiness, prosperity, glory that comes from the action of who need happiness. Happiness do not come by lighting incense, praying to the gods, but from the good deeds one has. The Buddha expressed the thing as follows. This sutra called Mangala Sutra. P'ra Anand has had this once upon a time. The Buddha lived in Vajrayapan, the temple of Anatta Pandit, millennia near Savatthi city. In that order, an angel When the first time had passed, had a god flow shining around the Chittapan temple, and wherever the Almighty God he entered there, and when he arrived, he worshipped to Almighty God standing in the right place. When the angel was standing in the right place, he prostrated himself before the Almighty in words, Mata Pita Upatanang, parent support, we support for mother and father, son and daughters are obliged to raise their parents to work for them, to maintain a strong and noble family, and to be decent as he celebrate for him, and so on, because a child who appreciates his parents and obey them. As mentioned above, is not angry, therefore the act of serving parent support is a great happiness. Okay, thank you, teacher.
That's all. Mata Pitu Patanam, Venerable Lai Lawan, right?
Yes, teacher. Right.
Are you from Khmer Krom or are you from Myanmar? Oh, sorry, Vietnam.
I am Khmer Krom, yes, teacher.
Khmer Krom, okay.
Yes.
Which city do you live? Which city do you live in Khmer Krom?
Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much for the sharing for the Mata Pitu Patanam. Next, anyone ready for the next presentation?
Yeah.
To show on about the topic.
Yeah, teacher, I want to share a little bit Dhamma.
So Patak,
Yeah, teacher.
so Patak, your number ID
Number last ID 67, teacher.
3
67. Last ID.
30 and 67.
Yes. So
Okay, talk near to the microphone a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, teacher.
All right. Go on. Are you ready?
Yeah, already, teacher.
Okay.
Đặt này ở
Talk
trên
closer to microphone.
Okay, teacher. Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, teacher, and good afternoon, all classmates. So, this afternoon, I would like to share about Dhamma Talk. Topic by me is the Samavaja. Yes.
Samavaja. Okay.
Samavaja. So I think Samavaja is the most important in life because Samavaja or right speech is the first principle of ethical conduct in the eightfold path. So ethical conduct is viewed as the guideline to moral which supports the order principle of the path. This aspect is not set sufficient, however, it is essential because the mental purification can be achieved only through the cultivation of ethical conduct. So, the importance of it in the context of Buddhist ethics is, the Buddha said, words can be strict or set life, make enemies or friends. Sattva of great speech. The Buddha explained the right speech is follow 1. To abstain from false speech, especially not to tell elaborate lies, and not to speak boastfully. And 2, to abstain from slanderous speech and not to use words maliciously against the other. And 3, to abstain from harsh words that often hurt others. So, last one, 4, to abstain from idle chatter that lacks the purpose of the deed. It's really to tell the truth, to speak friendly, wildly, and friendly, and to talk only when it's necessary. Thank you, teacher. That's all for me. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much, teacher.
Thank you, Venerable Sopatak, for the presentations. The topics on the Samavaja. Okay, maybe due to the preparing, not too much. And okay, that's good. The Samavaja is very good topic, and most of the people are concerned because very hard to avoid, because it belongs to the 5 precepts, one of the 5 precepts. But what we are talking all about, the auspiciousness or the Mangala Sutta, is concerned to the Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. Doesn't matter which number are concerning. And due to the Mangala Sutta is good, starting good from the beginning, very easy up to the most top one. For example, the Venerable Kundara have talked about Buddha Saloka Dhamme Chitam, Yasana Kampatiya Sokang Virijang Kemang Etamang Kalamutamang. That's the most top one. And every bottom one from the very easy, not associated to the full one or the fullest one, up to the most top one is to the end. That means the to end of the suffering, Virachang Kemang. How to reach to the Virachang Kemang? Have to deal with from the beginning about the Palanam also. The people who is going to develop oneself have to be able to divide it, what is right and what is wrong. And what is the, to avoid the wrong, what is to, how to associate with the right one, like that. Very good. Okay, I want to give more opportunity to everyone. Especially I'm waiting for the Parit and Nacha too. If ready, please. Anyone ready? If anyone ready, please go on. Are you coughing, Parit? Are you ready? To Nanda, Parit, Nacha, Sainomkan, Sukida, Nanda, Nandavamsa, Rajinda Tipati.
Yes.
Anyone ready?
Yeah, these are all already. Yeah.
Anyone going to present more?
Yes.
Who's ready? Who's ready to present for the next one?
Yes, teacher.
Your name?
My name is Susita.
Sujita
Yes.
or Sucharita?
Susita.
Sujita.
3012.
Number ID?
3012. 12.
3012. 1, 2.
Yes.
Okay. Topic. What topic?
Listening to Dhamma.
What topic?
Listening to Dhamma. Ajahn.
Okay. Okay, I hand over to you.
Hello.
Yeah, are you ready?
Yes, listen.
Okay, go on. I hand over to you.
Ajahn, hear me?
Yeah, okay. You can start now.
Yes. The Buddha dictionary Dhamma is more 8400. But today I talk about listening to Dhamma. Because of
Listening to
listening,
the Dhamma.
yes,
Listening to
is
the
very
Dhamma. Do you
important
remember the
for
Pali?
yes. Dhamma.
Dhammasakacha?
No, Ajahn. Dhamma.
Kanti jaso vachasata samananam jatasanam. No?
More. Listening to
Okay.
Ajahn, I forgot to
Okay.
Pali.
Okay. Start.
So listening Dhamma is very important for Buddhism or people, because of, if you don't listen to Dhamma, you don't know what to do and how to avoid and how to live in the world. Because of today happen with home, everything is balance our mind, because of our mind not control the mass. Not listening to the mass. We were not peace in our mind. That's why the Buddha says Kandi Brahman Tapotitik Nibbana Brahma Di Buddha Nahi Babzito Rupakati Natamno Hod Wihitia Yito. Mainly the Buddha, what the Buddha said, Sama Baba Akaranam, Utalata Tasida Brio Tabna, Buddha Nasasana. To English, Friday is patient, dance. Nibbana is supreme, me, said the Buddha. Very good, does not harm others. One who harms others is not a bhikkhu. And scam, Baba Akaran to English, not to do cultivate meditation to beautify one man. This is teaching taught the Buddha. Thank you, teacher.
That's about the listening to the Dhamma, right?
Yeah.
Now I remember the Pali. The Pali start from Karwoja Niwato Cha Suntuti Jakatanyuta Kalena Dhammaswanang. Kalena
Yeah.
Dhammaswanang. Etamangalamutamang. That about the Pali. It's very significant. Very significant. I have shown last time about the 4 Sotapadiyanga Dhamma. Do you still remember? Sotapadiyanga Dhamma. I'll show to this. Sotapadiyanga Dhamma is about the Dhamma. This one I will show today. Saprisu Sangsewa Satdhammasvana Yoniso Manasikara Dhammanuttamma Patipati. This all without listening to the Dhamma, without associate to the Dhamma, you never get opportunity, because only the one who is never listened to the Dhamma, that the enlightened one, that Buddha. Even the Buddha himself have to listen, have to study to the other two, but he will gain enlightened by himself only. And that is a very good topic about the Kalena Dhammasa Kacha E Dhammang Kalamuttamang. Soon, doesn't matter, whenever you have opportunity to listen to your friend, to listen to the Tipitaka, to listen to the Dhamma talk, to listen to anyone talk, just listening and trying to following is right, is adapted and developing. If wrong, is just forget it. Then that's mean to prove yourself, you're going to know what is right and what is wrong. To prove your mindfulness, your four foundations of mindfulness, Kaya Anupassana Satipatthana, Vedana Anupassana Satipatthana, Chitta Anupassana Satipatthana, and Dhamma Anupassana Satipatthana. To prove your capability, to prove your knowledge that you are following every step of the Dhamma. That the same Sota Padiyanga Dhamma, or four Sota Padiyanga Dhamma at the Pali, that Saprisu Sangsewa mean associate to the wise, mean Tipitaka, or the intellectual one, or the intellectual one, or the knowledge. Satthammasvana, listen to the Dhamma, doesn't matter who is going to talk, not just only Buddhist talk, even anyone talk, we can listen and we can digest and we can develop, adjust through the Buddhist thought or the teachings of the Buddha. Yoniso Manasikara, we have to make in our mind clearly, this is right, so it's wrong, can compare to the teachings of Buddha. The Buddha have given in which text, in Vinaya Tipitaka, in Suttanta Tipitaka, in Abhidhamma Tipitaka, or anywhere like that. Okay, thank you very much for the Venerable Suchita for the listening to the Dhamma. Anyone more want to have more presentation? If anyone readies, I would like to invite to everyone. If anyone ready, please show on. If anyone ready, please show on. I am very much appreciate to listen to Parit and Matcha. Probably Parit and Matcha is gone or still here. Natcha going bathroom again. Patipan, are you ready? Sutida, that I have seen that she showed that not be able to turn on the microphone. Can you manage with the microphone yet? Okay. Anyone ready? If no one ready for the talk yet, go on with the topics, okay? If anyone ready, please show your hand or show your voice that, John, I would like to talk, I would like to have my presentation, so and so. And no one yet, then I go on with the topics that we have left for the last class. I hope that everybody's seen on the notepad or the picture of the Mr. Boy sitting meditating along with the sadhu sadhu. May all your determination be successful and prosperity with all well-being efforts. Nibbana patiyo hotu. May all my good deeds support me to gain Nibbana, like this. I hope that everybody got this picture. Last time we have almost the end of the supramundane. Supramundane level for the number 7. Supramundane for the number 7. If anyone want to admit, please let me know, okay? Supramundane, I would like to repeat a little bit about the supramundane. Supramundane, it can be in the noble one or noble sankha or noble man, noble woman, or even can be with the one who's practicing in meditation. For example, like the 40 objects of the practicing in meditation, even not being in the state of Sotapadiyanta yet, but still that one can be reached into the supramundane. The supramundane level can be gained by even only practicing to the first step of the Upachara Samadhi, and Appana Samadhi also can be gained. There are 3 Samadhi: Kanika Samadhi, the second is Upachara Samadhi, the third is Appana Samadhi. Samadhi means meditation. Kanika Samadhi means the meditation is just only a short one. The same like when the rain is going to start, the wind blowing and the storms, the strong wind is coming, the thunderstorm, the thunder light is coming, sparkling, ping, 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 like this. The Kanika Samadhi is very much like that. Or the same like you are connecting the wire, the electric wire, and touching a little bit, then sparkling is coming, pook, pick, like this. Or tek, 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 like that. That we call Kanika Samadhi. Thunderstorm or thunder light is thundering or hunting or crying and in the sky can be given the way, mean given the light. If you are walking in the night, if you are walking in the midnight, if you are walking somewhere it's very dark, if the light of the thunderstorm, the thunder is coming, then you can see the way. The same thing, one who is practicing in Kanika Samadhi, for example, if you are practicing for the Kaya Anupassana Satipatthana, the first in the Satipatthana Sutta, doesn't matter you practice in Anapanasati, breathing in and breathing out, or even you are praying or repeating the word we call parikamma or parikam. Parikamma means you are repeating again and again, for example, like Bud, 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 breathing in, breathing out. Or if you are practicing with the parikamma, for example, take your hair from the top of your head with parikamma, the hair, dukkha satya. Then you follow what is your hair, what is dukkha satya, by your will, by your thought. Dukkha satya or hair dukkha satya, hair dukkha samudaya, your hair dukkha nirodha satya, your hair dukkha nirodha kamini patipatha. You are repeating again and again and again and again by following the meaning, what is the hair, Dukasitya. Then you are following the hair. What is the hair mean? The first of the element we call Patavi, and doesn't mean only Patavi. Even the Patavi is there. The Apo, Tejo, and Vayu is also there, but a small amount. But the big amounts of the Patavi then can make your hair, it become your hair a little bit harder and stronger in your head, on top of your head, and you are following like this. But if you are practicing again and again, then you understand that the hair is part of the four elements composed together, nothing permanent. You understand the part of the four elements. The four elements are just composing to be together. It's just for some time. It's nothing forever. It's just come and then for some days gone. And probably what we learned that even our hair falling every day. The old hair is falling down. The new hair is keep coming. If the new hair never come, then all our bald head, all our head is a be bald like this. We understand all this. We call the part of the insight meditations, or we call insight vipassana, or we call vipassana meditation, or insight meditation. Doesn't matter what do you call. This is the part of, we can start from the Kanika Samadhi and then developing again and again up to the insight meditation. Doesn't matter. Sometimes you can practice on the insight meditation and then following by the meditation, means samadhi. Or sometimes you develop from the samadhi and then go to the insight meditation. It can be either meditation first and following by insight meditation, either start from the insight meditation and then following by the meditation or by the samadhi. This can be start from any parts of them that we call Kanika Samadhi. But if go again and again, deeper and deeper, then come closer to the Appana Samadhi, we call Upachara Samadhi. Upachara means just closely, very almost confirm, almost firmly, but not yet. That we call Upachara Samadhi. When your mind is coming to this part, your mind is very strong and very powerful, and even not noble yet, but you can facing so many parts of the supra-mundane. If you are facing into the supra-mundane, you may confuse, you may misguide. Mean you are misguided, we call vipassanupakilet. You can be misguided by the vipassanupakilet. Mean you may think that you are already noble one. You may think that you are already the noble Sotapadiyanta or Sakatagami and Akami and Arahata Pala, like that. It can be wrong, but that can misguide can bring you to another wrong way. We call misguide. That depends on your practicing. If you get the advising from the master who have experience, who can point out that, or you can test by the master or with a guru. If you have the very experienced guru, very experienced master, or the spiritual leader, they came to know that you are going to miss the concept. They can guide you into the right way, but sometimes you cannot. Sometimes you are not being with the teachers all the time. Sometimes you are misguided, and very difficult to get rid of this. that we call Upachara Samadhi. But if you are confirmed, then you will 100% confirm into the Appana Samadhi. Appana Samadhi is the most confirmed, is the most permanent. Even the nuclear bomb is taken place, even the aeroplane is fall down. If you are meditating on the aeroplane, your body never been harmed. Your body never been destroyed, because the Appana Samadhi, or the meditation deeper in this part of the Appana Samadhi, or we call Chana, can protect the one who are in that. But your robe and your cloth and your some part of the body might be damaged, but your life is not going to be damaged. That we call Appana Samadhi. And three of these, another thing they call three type of meditation. But they also have mentioned in the Sankiti Sutta, there are four type of the meditation. That they say the four type of meditation. The first type of meditation is called Titta Dhamma Sukha Vihara Dhamma. That's the first step of the Samadhi. Mean anyone who do Samadhi or do practicing meditation, doesn't matter by the 40 processing system or by the Vipassana processing, if some of the Upachara Samadhi will bring you to gain this kind of the happiness. This kind of the happiness, no word in language to describe how happy could be not explained by the language. But the one who is going to gain this meditation, we call Titta Sukha Vihara Dhamma, we will understand by oneself how is happiness is gained by this meditation. Uncomparable, undescribable, no any language, even the Deva or the goddess language could not explain how happiness is could compare into language. But only your mind will understand and will test it by yourself. The taste of or the delicious of the happiness will understand by your own reality. The same like you're trying to say how the taste of the salt, how the taste of the sweet, you can say very, very sweet and very, very salty, but you could not explain much to the people. Only the people will have to test by themselves. They have to make a test by themselves. Then the test of the salty, the taste of the sweet of the fruit or the kinds of things will understand by those who are facing by themselves or test by themselves. That we call Titta Sukha Vihara Dhamma. Titta means seeing. Titta Sukha means happiness. Titta Sukha Vihara means staying. Vihara means staying. Dhamma means the part of the fruit, the part of the cause and effect, the part of the causes and the reason, the part of the causes and the result, or the reasons and result are shown by those who are practicing. That we call the first one of the four. Titta Sukha Vihara Dhamma, number one. Number two, we call Jnana Tassana. Jnana Tassana, mostly according to the teachings of Buddha, the Buddha have mentioned so many places that if your mind is admit into the meditation. That means your mind peaceful and calm. When your mind peaceful and calm, then you will understand the truth, the nature truth, or the form of truth by yourself. That we call jnana tasana. Tasana meaning seeing. Tasana meaning seeing. Jnana means knowledge. You will see the true knowledge by yourself. What are the true knowledge? The Lord Buddha said, suffering, dukkha satya. Dukkha satya, nothing can be thrown away, but only can be seen. Only can be seen. How can be seen? How can be seen? The one can be seen, the one can be understood, the one can be understood by oneself. Only one thing to do to get the meditation, or to get to the happiness or the calmness or the concentration. Then we will understand. When the concentration is confirmed, then the seeing the truth will clear by oneself. And the third one we call sati and sampachanya. The meditation will gain, we call sati and sampachanya meditation. When you are deeper into the meditation, your mindfulness, your awareness will be perfect, will be 100% is confirmed. You never lost your mind, you never lost your control, you never lost your memories. You will get deeper into the sati and sampachanya. I hope that everybody still remember what is meaning sati. Mean mindfulness. Sampachanya meaning awareness. I hope that everybody still remember the 7 steps of the awareness. The 7 steps of the awareness we have mentioned in Thai that we call Paima. Paima means go and come. Every step of your activities, doesn't matter what kinds of activity, every part of the activities, it will be confirmed. It will be clear by yourself. That we call mindfulness. The mindfulness can make anyone stronger, and every activity doesn't matter. You are in every activities of going and coming. You will be along with the mindfulness or the awareness. The second we say le liao. Le meaning stare stress. Stare in stress. Stare something, stare someone. Look at someone directly. Or you take a glance, move left and move right like this. Every movement of your staring or take a glance, awareness. ไปมาแลเหลียว คู่เหยียด คู่เหยียด mean when you move your hand like this, move toward you, toward inside you, like this we call folder. You fold your hand coming to your body, we call คู่ and เหยียด mean you stretch your hand like this, we call เหยียด คู่ เหยียด is so fast. Even though it's so fast, but awareness give you the mindfulness, give you the awareness about move, folding and stretching, and make sure that you do anything. You are not going to cut your hand. You're not going to put your hand to somewhere and punching by the big truck or big train, or by the dangers, any kinds of dangers. มาแลเหลียวคู่เหยียดนุ่งห่มทรงบาทจีวรนุ่งห่ม mean dress whenever you going to dress whenever you going to go for armbo whenever you going to eat to take food from the another dining room to the kitchen and take the thing we call นุ่งห่มทรงบาทจีวร according to the Pali translate according to the system in Thai but that means the way you are dressing the way you are eating or sorry the way you are doing cooking and everything you hand the pen you hand the knife to make thing for cooking everything your awareness all these things we call นุ่งห่มทรงบาทจีวร and then the next step we call กินดื่มเคี้ยวลิ้มกิน mean eat ดื่ม mean drink เคี้ยวลิ้ม mean you taste some for example like you taste an ice cream เคี้ยวลิ้ม ลิ้ม mean you taste you take your tongue and taste the delicious of the ice cream or the kinds of sweet for example like honey like that กินดื่มเคี้ยวลิ้ม and then number 6 we call ถ่ายอุจจาระ and ปัสสาวะ ถ่ายอุจจาระ mean go to the toilet when are you going to the toilet and you have to be aware every movement awareness will be aware of you are getting into the toilet and make sure that you lock the room and make sure that before you sitting into the tub of the toilet and make the water flush before you sit and make sure then the snake will not inside of the toilet and make sure then the snake will not bite you from the toilet and make sure everything that we call thai ujjara and passawa mean you keep urine and this part of the awareness you have to be very practicing very detailed but all these Buddhas given that in Mahasatipatthana Sutta to practice meditation what we are learning almost right now we remember only meditations is only sitting meditation or walking meditation but very few Buddhists have opportunity to study that means every part of ไปมาแลเหลียวคู่เหยียดนุ่งห่มทรงบาทจีวรกินดื่มเคี้ยวลิ้มถ่ายอุจจาระปัสสาวะ that means every movement is the practicing of the Dhamma but very few Buddhists understand about this but we're not going to complain to anyone because don't talk about the lay people don't talk about the people who's only concerned with the making for living life even the monk even the novice and monk nothing studying but even though still some of them know some they not the last one we call the 7 of the awareness ยืนเดินนั่งนอนกินดื่ม sorry ยืนเดินนั่งนอนหลับตื่นพูดนิ่ง you see ยืน means standing เดิน means walking นอน means sleeping ยืนเดินนั่งนอนยืนเดินนั่งนอนหลับ means sleeping ตื่น means waking up หลับตื่นพูด means speaking นิ่ง means just sitting and be quiet all these activities will give the people who is wanted to practicing who wanted to learn about the teachings of Lord Buddha can be understood about every detail of the practicing. This only for the Kaya Anupassana Satipatthana, but not complete all the Kaya Anupassana Satipatthana, yet only the Sampachanya. Then before the Sampachanya, we have Kaya Anupassana by Anapanasati. After Anapanasati, then we have Iriyapata Bappa, mean the small detail of the movement. This can be the same like I have said, the awareness. Mean the awareness is more deeper than Iriyapata Bappa, because awareness is by ma, le liao, khu yet, nung hom song bat jiwon, kin dim, kyo lim, thai chara pasawa, and ยืนเดินนั่งนอนหลับตื่นพูดนิ่ง that most all the detail. And for the English, you can repeat again by listening from the YouTube. I have translated like by ma mean go and come like this. Kuyet means folding and stressing like this. All detail I have given already. But due to I have been engaged with the Thai and more easy to pronounce by ma le liao kuyet. Nung hom song bat jiwon, kin dim kyo lim, thai chara pasawa, and ยืนเดินนั่งนอนหลับตื่นพูดนิ่ง this in Thai, and I memorize like this and easy to remember. But when I have to explain into English, I have to say in Thai, because otherwise it's very complicated for me to develop from the Thai language or from English only. Then I better develop from Thai into English. Then I also won't forget, and you also can get both language for the Thai and English too. Okay, what we are talking now about the meditation. Number 3, Sati and Sampachanya. Number 4, called Asavakaya Yana Samadhi, mean the one who came up to the Sati and Sampachanya. That means they already confirmed with the chana, or we call Rupa chana, Arupa chana, or the contemplation. Then after that, the Buddha, if anyone reach up to here, they can go upward to the Asavakaya Yana, mean to practice it inside meditation, to understand the thing they are as they are, to understand what is the dukkha satya, what is dukkha samudaya, to understand what is the dukkha nirodha satya, what is the dukkha nirodha kamini patipatha. That means to get enlightened. What is the meanings of enlightened? Do anyone know the meaning? If you are confirmed that you are already enlightened, if you are confirmed that you are Sotapadiyanta Dhamma already, then someone said this, then what is the enlightened? Because the Lord Buddha have gained enlightened, the Four Noble Truth, but how? If we are getting to enlighten as the same as Buddha, then what do we gain enlightened? What do we gain enlightened? Could anyone explain? I would like to be straight to Mechi Don. Mechi Don, are you okay? Could you understand this? Mechi Don, are you alive? Mechita. Venerable Sumangla. No one online. Just listening. Seem like so much quiet.
Can you repeat the question?
Oh, Michidan. Michidan, okay.
Can you repeat
Yes,
the question again?
Yes. Could you explain? The Lord Buddha have said that he have gained enlightened in the Four Noble Truth. But in your view, in your understanding, what is how to gain enlightened the Four Noble Truth? To gain somehow, or can you give in word? Could you?
Yes, we can realize the Four Noble Truths according to practice vipassana or insight meditation.
Mhm.
And we practice the eight Four Noble Paths that lead into realize the Four Noble Truths and entering to Nibbana.
What is Nibbana?
Nibbana is the place where the all kind of suffering ends.
Mhm. Very good. Thank you for your been trying. But we have to engage with the Four Noble Truth. Okay. If you have to explain to someone about the Four Noble Truth and try to take example from the Four Noble Truth. For example, like the Buddha said that gain enlightened. What does he gain? Then you have to explain. The Lord Buddha gain enlightened the Four Noble Truth by understand the first Four Noble Truth is that dukkha satcha. And what are the dukkha satcha? The dukkha satcha is the thing is happening. The thing they are as they are. What the thing they are as they are? Then you have to take, for example, I think this part is not easy for the one who is not been studying in Abhidhamma, but the one who is going to be fluently explains about this part of the Four Noble Truth, at least have to read Abhidhamma, or at least have to read the part of the sutta. For example, like Chapka Sutta, or to read about the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, for example, or Anatalakkhana Sutta, or the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. For example, like Lord Buddha have given to 5 Panchavakkhya to show them that, okay, Panchavakkhya, the first of all, you have to avoid the two extreme of the two extreme mean the self-mortifications and the the self-mortification, atta kilamathanuyok, and another one is kamasukkhalikanuyok, that means the sensual pleasures. Have to avoid all this, because this is the part of to be avoided. And then Lord Buddha go again up to the sankhara anicca. All the sankhara. What is the sankhara? Then you have to able to give the example. What are the sankhara? The sankhara is the part of the 5 aggregates. The 5 aggregates in the rupa khandha, vedana khandha, sanya khandha, sankhara khandha, and vijnana khandha. And not just only the 4 elements, even the parts of the chitta, or the part of the root nama, because the body composing with the 2 nama and rupa. The both nama and rupa compose together. If one apart, that means no more life or no more human being. But due to the compose of these 2, then the name of beings doesn't matter, satta or human being or God and goddess or beast or animal, buffalo and elephant, doesn't matter. If these two parts are apart, that means nothing. That is the nature, the part of the nature that the Buddha say, dukkha satya. That is the dukkha satya. Because doesn't matter when does the form of the nama rupa is taken place. Because unable to make research, even going to make research is useless. But due to the dukkha satya, no one can throw away, but only the one have to do to learn, getting to know the truth of dukkha satya. Dukkha satya is dukkha satya, just doing parinya. What is parinya? Parinya means considering, investigating this part of the Prithvi, the four elements joining and compose the part of the body, and nothing, no one can throw away this, but only one thing to do to get to the number 3 of the Four Noble Truth, that dukkha nirodha satya. But what made suffering? Then they call dukkha samudaya. Dukkha samudaya means the causes bring the people, bring God and goddess, bring beast or animal, bring the hell realm, bring the God realm, suffer. Because every part of the realm or the states of being are suffer. Not just a human being, even the thing. For example, the computer or even mobile phone. I heard that mobile phone of Sutida was not able to turn on the microphone like that. Even these are just a nation. But due to, if we are suffering, because we want our computer making better than this, we want our mobile phone making better than this, we want the thing better than this, we want ourselves to be more permanent than this, we want our physical body beautiful and handsome more than this. Because of the greedy, because of the tanha, we have the tanha for now by contact with our eye, the sensual pleasures, contact our ear, contact our nose, contact our mouth, contact our physical body, and sending into our mind for now. That means we create the next lives already. The next life, the next suffering will be already there, waiting for us already. But then how? But before going to know how, we learn first this dukkha samudaya. This we call mahavipaka or kusala vipaka. If we born as a human being, kusala vipaka means the fruit of previous karma. The previous of indeed brought us today. We are doing right now, bring us the future. Bring us the future. And from the previous life, billion uncountable causes us to be suffering for today. Today, and from the previous action, from the previous indeed, going to give us suffering the next life, next, until we are going to practice the number 4. Because the number 4 of the dukkha satya, noble truth, the number 4 we call Pali Tipitaka. For the number 3, we are calling Satchika Tapa, means we must make clear in our mind. But Pali Tipitaka number 4, we have to develop. For the number 2, dukkha satya or dukkha samudaya, we call Pahana Tapathamma. That means we have to avoid. How to avoid? To practice number 4, that Pavitapathamma. To practice number 4, as Mechidon have mentioned, practicing Eightfold Noble Path. When we are going to practice the Eightfold Noble Path, that means to cut off the causes of suffering. How to practice the number 4 to deal with the number 2? Then the affection, the fruit of the practicing number 4 to cut off the number 2 of the samudaya will bring the number 3, that the fruit of practicing number 4 and number 2 mean Pavitapathamma and Pahana Tapathamma. These two come together, intermingle during our eyes seeing the object. And if we have the awareness, to understand the truth before it's forward from the Chakku Vinyana, then become a Phassa. Before it become a Phassa, awareness is coming first. When the awareness is coming first, the touching or the Phassa, the intermingle of the Nama Rupa create next life is not going to start. If even going to start, we understand the truth of this part create the new home for the Tanha. If this part is create the new Tanha for the next life, then will cut off. When the next life necessary, the next life supporting, or the next life supplier cut off, the next life nothing going to be born. When the noble Sangha, when the noble man, the noble monk understand this very well, practicing again and again and again, then the next creatures, the next life not going to go on. The same life we are cut off the fruit. Suppose the fruit is grown by the seed or the vegetable, we are grown by the seed. But due to we took out the vegetable or the fruit without let them be already ripe or the ready, the next seed will be coming. The next seed never come, and then this part of the supplier is to bring the next seed is coming, gone. Then these kinds of the seed, these kinds of the fruit is not going forward anymore, because the cause of the suffering only if the eye create the next life, the ear create the next sound, the nose create the next smell, the tongue create the next taste, the body create the next body, the mental creates the next mind, will cut off. Then no more being born. If no more being born, means no more suffering. It's very pretty clever. I think just normal people could not think about this. Even normal people could not think about this, except the Buddha. Even the Buddha himself have mentioned to Supata, the last ordination disciple, the last ordained disciple by Lord Buddha himself. The Lord Buddha have mentioned that since he have been enlightened 45 years, and even before that, he have searched for the one who's gained enlightened, who tell the way in this way. Even though after he have gained enlightened, he has been to several universes, he never seen anyone could tell the same what he is teaching right now. That means only once in a lifetime for Buddha. If without the Buddha, this knowledge, this wisdom never taking place. We are so lucky. We are so lucky. But the lucky is will be with the lucky man, with the lucky woman, with the lucky people. But sometimes the lucky people forget about the lucky thing. For example, the Lord Buddha had given auspiciousness 84 or 38 Mangala Sutta since Chetavana up to now. Very few people practicing about this. Even though the Buddhists themselves only chanting just want the luck, want the auspicious, but they never understand what is the really auspiciousness. The auspiciousness starting from Asivana Japalanam up to Buddha's Lokatambe Titang Yasanakam Buddha Sokam Virachang Kemang Yetamang Karamuttamang Virachang Asokang Virachang Kemang is the purification, the purified mind. But it depends on who is practicing or who is not practicing, because the Buddha's teaching the same like a doctor. The doctors have very good medicine, but the people suffer everywhere. But when the doctor proposed, this is a very good medicine, you must take this medicine, but the patient said, no, I don't need that. The doctor could not say anything because it depends on the patient. The tired man walking on the strong sun, the heat of the sun, on nowhere in the deserts, very tired without the shadow of the tree, so much tired. But someone sitting under the shadow of the tree, hey, welcome. This under the tree is very cold and no hot, no heat. Oh, okay, I think I'm okay. Even oneself almost burning. Or even someone walking on the desert, the same. Very thirsty, very dirt because of the sweat. The sweat came out, make the cloth very dust, very much dirty. And the big pond, very clear water, and the fish swimming over there and here, and the lotus flowers are in the pond. But it seemed to be like, welcome for taking a bath, welcome for drinking a very tasty water. But no, I don't think that I need. No one can say anything, even the Buddha himself. Very good Buddha Osa. Buddha Osapa means the Buddha medicine. He have given a very good medicine for cheering oneself from the Kanti Paramang Tapoti to Nipanang Paramang Vatanti Buddha. Na hipapachito perupakati samadohoti parang dihetayanto sapapabasa karanang kusalasu basambadha sakita parayoda barang itang Buddha sasanang. This the Mata Puja Day. The Lord Buddha have given to all the noble disciples but it's reached to us up to today, but still need the people to learn and to practice. We are the Sutta Buddha. We can carry on to the next generations or not. It depends on us. If we didn't prove by ourselves that this is very fruitful, this is very wonderful, this is very helpful, and how can the next generation to practice? How can next generation to follow? Because if we are suffering but without taking these kinds of medicine, these kinds of the supramundane, then what shall we gain? What shall we hand over to the next generation? And we are not the noble yet. If we have to come again, how could we get this part of the noble teaching to be practiced again, at least to be studying again for the next Sutta Buddha? We may not. But if we do today, we do seriously, do very, very hard, and we can hand over to the next generation. And maybe we will be one of the next generation to come and study and practicing again and again. We have 40 minutes more. Do anyone have anything to present? Now, only supramundane and vast learning. The number 7. So quiet. So quiet. So much quiet. Because I'm talking alone.
Yes, teacher, I want to present.
Okay. Who's saying? Nacha or? Okay, Nacha. Welcome. You are ready? What topic?
Today I want to talk about practice meditation.
Practice meditation, okay.
One of the fundamental techniques for cultivating that trace of calm is called function attention. When we are training the mind having something to cause our attention on is very important. It could be a visualization, a question, a verse, a breath, or maybe every something external. The most common thing to focus on is the breath. Having that the pace of focused attention that giving as an anchor is something to come back to when we suddenly realize that the mind wander off, which of course inevitably will do at times, and when we call off an object like the breath, it's not that we are trying to escape thoughts or shut out the world around us. We are learning to recognize when we are got caught up in that thinking or in any type of detention and to gently step out of it to let it go and to return to that place of calm, focused attention. Thank you.
Yeah, wow, welcome. Very good, Nacha. Very good to hear from you, presentation. Very good. And I hope that you do more developing in the future very soon. And only I've been waiting for the parade. I hope also the parade and Suchida and Pontip can do more developing as much as you are. Anything else, Nacha?
No.
Okay, thank you for the presentation about the practice meditation. Very good. Farid not ready yet, right?
Yes, teacher.
Not ready, and maybe we may have 1 or 2 more classes.
Okay, teacher.
Try to prepare. Try to write down anything, your idea, anything, if you can do. Write down again and again by your own thinking. One sentence, two sentences, three sentences again and again, then to make joy together, connected. Many sentences composed together become a paragraph. Then you can present some, maybe 3 paragraphs. The first introduction to your subject. The second is about the parts of your bodies of the introduction. And then the conclusion. And on my Facebook, I have link with one of the social media of the Kun Kru Rosie. If anyone have seen that, that's, I think, is quite good to practice, because she speaks Thai some and she speaks British English also. That's very good for anyone to learn, especially for the Thai student. But she have more than 90% in English. I think for anyone who would like to practice in English, may practice to listen the native speaker in the British style. I think it's okay, very good. But the British and American style, British style and American style, it doesn't matter for our foreign country, the one who learn English as a second language. We can practice any part or any English just to make oneself understanding what are you talking, and then try to make the others, especially for friends. For like today, for Natcha, have been trying to talk. That's good. That's mean we already. But it starts from the beginning. When you have started for today, the next day you will be more easier to practice, to develop again and again in the future. And we have about almost 30 minutes more. Do anyone have anything to present for today? Do anyone have anything to present more? If not, I will go on a little bit of the topics, and then I'll let you go early before you meet to another teachers. And I would like to go and concentrate on another number of the number 7, about the to have vast learning. To have vast learning. The same like vast learning means you have to learn in so many kinds. For example, like English is not direct subject in the Buddhism, but due to we are learning English because we want to communicate to the people surround the world, our family, our members of families, our fellowship being, doesn't matter belong to which any nationalities. If they need to know, they need to learn about the teachings of Buddhism, we can give them the right knowledge to them. Then that's why we need the vast learning. Number 8, being skillful in the technologies and handicraft, to be skillful in arts and science. I think this one also very good for today, next day, and this age. For example, if you write again and again about your topic, you would like to talk, you after writing again and again, then you can read and record in your mobile phone. And then you listen again and again, you are reading and you practice again and again till you are not forgettable. When you read and record and you listen yourself again and again, then you understand that it's clear for your pronunciations or not, then you can adjust it and can improve it by the supportings of the technologies and handicraft or the skillful in art and science. Because so many subjects in this day, so many subjects, so many science, so many arts, you can develop your speech, you can develop anything that you want to do. Okay, I think I will finish for number 7 and number 8, and the next day we go on with number 9 and number 10. But if you wanted to go forward up to the Buddha Sloka Dhamma Chitang Yasana Kampati Asokang Dirichangke Mangi Tambang Kalamudamang, that means number 38. All the detail is you can make research on the YouTube or anywhere and the Google. You can go forward with that. Any recommends? Any recommend or any suggestion? For the class today? But anyway, no any wise reflection. I hope that today could give a lot of example to everyone who's been joining and listening. At least you have been practicing for listening again and again in English with the subject that we are learning is about the Dhamma Talk and Meditation. As I have mentioned, that meditation is not just only we are learning like by walking meditations or sitting meditation, but every part of the activities. For example, Paima means go and come. Land your means stare and take a glance. Kuyet means folding your hand or your leg and your neck and your body, and stretch out your hand and your leg and your body. That means every part of your activities is practicing meditation. Nung hom song bat jiwon means you are dressing, before you are dressing, before you are doing anything, before you are using any instrument, your tool, the pen and the books and everything. Mindful yourself every step, that's meditation. And next one, kin dum kyo lin mean before you eat or during you eat, after you eat. Kyo mean we are chewing, you're putting the food in your mouth and you're chewing with the right part or left part and chewing clearly. Make sure that it's not too heavy, punching in your teeth. Maybe some stone will be there. Mindful every step. That's the meditation. Taste means you taste the sweet. Make sure that the taste is sweet, is good. Maybe poisons in there, or maybe the bitters are in there, maybe sours in there. Small taste in the mouth, and then carefully. And the next is like going to toilet, looking carefully, make sure that the door of the toilet is locking, and make sure that looking in the toilet is make sure no snake in there, and no dangers after you are sitting, and no snake came out from the toilet and bit you or something like that. That's part of the meditation. And you nang non lapตื่น พูดนิ่ง every activities you are standing, you don't mean you are walking, non means sleeping, you don't nang non kin, sorry, lapตื่น mean are you sleeping, you're waking up, you are quiet sitting, any part, that is the meditation. You cannot go without meditation. But the main thing is awareness. mindfulness. Your mindfulness is there. Make sure your lust is coming. You know that the lust is coming. Your greed is coming. Then you know that the greed is coming. Your hatred is coming. Then you know hatred is coming. Your dislike coming. Then you know that you dislike coming. You like coming. Then you know that you like coming. That meditation. Only practicing according to what? Mahasatipatthana Sutta, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, Anattalakkana Sutta, Cakka Sutta, or Eightfold Path, or anything. Then you will not lose your teachers or the wealthiest in Buddhism, because the Buddha have given seven teachers. First, faith or confidence. The second, sila, is the wealthiest. The third is hiri. Hiri means afraid to do bad. Ottappa means don't do bad, you may be punished. And sattha, sin, hiri, ottappa, satcha means studying, or sutta means listening and talking and studying. Then jaka means release, charities, material, mental, hatred, like this. Samadhi means meditation. Wisdom means panya. All these things is the wealthiest the Lord Buddha have given hand over from the noble monk up to us. We have to hold on and practicing, and belong to us one day. May not today, but next day, next day. And thank you very much to everyone. Any recommend when talk? Oh, sorry, start from Hachin. Do you have anything to say? Hong Sari, right Hong?
Teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Kun Walling. Kiran.
Teacher.
Thank you. Kiang. Kai.
Thank you, teacher.
Min Napa.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Mong Kung
Thank you.
Chanel. Nacha, thank you for joining and presentation today.
Thank you, teacher.
Panyasami, Farid, Patipan,
Yeah,
Rachel,
teacher.
Rupi Ngok, right? Sainom Kon, Shanti,
Thank you, teacher.
Solam, thank you. Sobatak, Sutida, Tunanda,
Teacher.
Ranghan Mechidon, Chemasera,
Yes, teacher.
Wadika, Nanda, Windsor,
Yes, sir,
Reginda,
teacher.
Ipati, Lauka,
Present.
Hak, Tundra, Vimala. Thank you. Shine Home, Lawan. Thank you very much for joining today. I let you go.
Yeah, teacher. Yeah.
Prepare for the next class, for the next teacher. Thank you. Take care.
Onกันออกมาลัน thank you ค่ะonกันออกมาลัน thank you ค่ะ
Okay. And take care of yourself. The COVID-19 still roaming somewhere around.
Yeah, you too,
teacher.
Teacher, me
And take
too.
care. Goodbye to everyone.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye. See you again next week. See you. Bye-bye.
กายที่เธอมองเห็นว่างามสุดท้ายความเสื่อมทรามจะมาพรากไปร่วงโรยลงในสายทานยามการเวลาหมุนไปชีวิตต้องแตกสลายไม่มีเที่ยงแท้ผมเส้นงามถึงคราวร่วงไปแขนขาที่เคยว่องไวกลับไร้เรี่ยวแรงโรคภัยเฝ้าคอยคุกคามติดตามไปในทุกแห่งเกิดแก่เจ็บตายสำแดงเป็นธรรมดาหากเธอมองทุกการเกิดมาที่มี